comfortable and I'm not used to the desk height and all that. Oh, we might be starting.
Yeah. All right. I don't know. Alright guys, welcome to the Longhorn Gaming Bevo Cup. I'm today joined by Akko, one of the old UT White players who happened to play in today's tournament and unfortunately did not go so well, but because of that he's going to be joining me in today's cast. Anything you have to say today?
Well, our tournament run ended a bit early, seeing as we went...
We call it a team gap. I call it a team gap at least.
Sure. We went 4-13, so...
Yes, I think I'm ready. Are you ready? Sounds good, sounds good. Game should be starting any second now. And I think we're going to be having Mango, Cass, Conquer, Autumn, and some other people I can't even mention right here. But as soon as the thing goes on the screen, we will be ready to start. Do you know what map they selected, or...?
So these two teams are playing on the map Bind. We haven't seen what agents they'll be selecting yet. Some of them are still warming up in the range, so once we get into the agent select lobby, we'll see.
Oh, no, for sure. I kind of want to see some Yoru here. I think
Yoru on
Bind.
Do you know any of them? Do you know if any of them play Yoru?
I don't think any of
Seen
them play
anything like
that,
that?
but it's like, it's such a fun thing to see play.
We might see a Sova on Bind. That'll be
Solo
interesting.
raise. Alright, loading into the agent select screen. And not just gonna be being put up. Here we go. Okay. Neon, kind of fun, but it's like no Yoru, so a little bit disappointed on that end. And no Sova, believe it or not.
So these are two pretty interesting comps. They have a Gecko and a Reyna on which team is this? This is
That's the Bevo Cup, people. Let me pull up the team name. You can just call them the attackers and
the
defenders for
defending
now.
team
Yes, defending
has
team.
double. Both teams have double duelist here, and they've opted for what do you call it? This very standard Cypher Brimstone. But attacking team has gone with a Neon and a Breach, which is likely just like it's like your standard kind of like dive setup, right? Where you stun somebody at long range and you get your Neon to run up on them, and you can stun them again with a Neon stun, right? And
Yeah, but I think that's as valuable as having a raise, which I mean can not only break trips, but can also like go in a little bit faster with more verticality.
I think I don't think Breach is a very good agent on this map, to be honest. I think his ult is, well, it's already not that strong as an initiation tool, right? Because as you know, stun is not a real ability. People can and will one-tap you just through stuns, right?
Sometimes you with more accuracy, believe it or not.
Yeah, so I don't personally like the Breach pick as much. Gecko is more useful on this map because people play a lot of defaults, right? Gecko is very good for reclear.
Well, first contact, Cass does have a kind of going down. Cass with the initiation, Cass with the entry, and we're going to be seeing him go down. Cypher picking up the trade a little bit later as we are shifting in and out of scene. Cypher holding on to sight. Not just for a flank, going for the first. Immediately traded out. Dragon at the lurk, at the push, and somehow, some way, Autumn has managed to find his way into the back side. Decides to give up his position,
He
so now
just
he's
misses
completely
the
known.
timing on the Brim CT there.
Does not find a kill on Cypher with the
my
jump
God.
shot, finds the third, looking for the fourth, and Mango trading him out. Plant going down,
He
and
is
Dragon
pinched
with the
on site
wrap.
though, and with him deciding to plant here, he's not ready for the flank here. First round goes to defense.
And a bit of miscommunication there. I think if you're Autumn, if you're the Breach, you don't necessarily go for that kill there. You just kind of like wait it out until you wrap around, have more information. Because, I mean, as soon as you give away your position, you're like at a complete disadvantage because you're no man's land.
I think it's just a failure on execution here, right? There's no reason that Cypher should be getting 3 onside alone. Like, he should be dead after 1 kill tops, I think. But we'll see how the round goes. Attack is on a low buy now with only pistols.
Yeah, but I mean, what can you do with pistols here? You try to force maybe something through showers?
It looks like they're going for a 5 short rush, which will be... Alright, here they come.
Break the bot, but it's going to be Blue Streaks finding 2, looking for the third. But he's going to be traded out by Autumn. Autumn now picking up the Bulldog. Can be very dangerous, but Dragon finding something in the flank, finding something deep within. Autumn still holding. Autumn waiting for the patience, waiting for the swings as they're pushing into U-Haul. U-Haul being cleared, U-Haul being taken out, and now Isofy going down.
Rain in the 1v2 seems not to be a road, however, and that's all.
Yeah, but it's gonna be an expensive round nonetheless. I mean, only 2 guns really being saved here, both Bulldogs. Awesome, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I mean, first rifle round on the board now.
It's a very good save from attack, right? They didn't force into this round very much at all, only classics, and managed to take out 3 guns, so defense is left with 2 Bulldogs and whatever else they've managed to force up for this round. We're seeing a slow walk into showers. Unfortunately, they're not able to find the first kill.
Yeah, and I mean, Isofy looking to go for a purchase here on the defense. Can be a little bit risky, but I mean, already finding a kill right away. So defenders with the numbers advantage already and looking to stack the correct site as there's 3 people just slowly creeping up into showers, into short, into everything in between. And with the blue streak going for that molly, going for that smoke there, everything should be fine.
Defense
sponsored by Red Bull, so you're gonna be seeing a lot of like Red Bull cans around. And so
I was wondering when you brought that in.
Yeah.
Was it yours or whatever?
Oh, no, it's one of theirs. And we also got the paint for free, believe it or not. So they're like sponsors. Yeah, which sounds insane to me because it's like we had a budget of $0 for this production. So having that good like food and like Red Bull is just like insane to think about. And what's even more insane is that somehow
Dragon's able to find 3 on the attacking team, bursting out of short together. I don't know what happened there. Nobody managed to get the trade for that. That's almost criminal. Last member of the attacking team now stuck in hookah, tag, no HP, unable to find any more.
Yeah, and you have to stop and think like, what happened? What do you do here? That was your purchase round, and you just ended up like choking it.
Well, walking into showers without any util is not a great plan, right? Now, sure, they should have gotten the first kill, right? Seeing as the defending Reyna was swinging into them 1v2, but as you know, that dismiss prevents the trade after he's got the first kill.
Yeah, I mean, something that I did want to bring up is like, they mostly purchase full armor, which I think is like a little bit troll, unless you're playing into an out. I think very much you should be going for like this more like half armor buy when you know that they all have rifles and it does take like 4 shots nonetheless. Susky's fine first, and this is the first time we do have a numbers advantage for the attacking team, going for the blind, going for the wraparound. Dragon taking control of showers, but at a numbers disadvantage, even though it is a thrifty thus far. A lower buy goes for the spam, finds the first. They are in the Empress form, so do have unlimited resets. And as the attackers look to reset themselves, they're going for alert, going for information towards B. As they do hear both players there, the teleport goes down. Reyna going for the wraparound. Going to be end up hitting one of these trips. I do like that they place both trips back, rather than just going for a little bit more of a single trip that kind of covers everything. So Reyna kind of like stuck on the back end, and they are the last person alive. They did get it broken.
Doesn't clear him.
Kaz barely getting the kill here.
Yeah, so Attack appears to be playing just very fast, right? Like, I think this is one of the weaknesses of their comp, even though they did just win a round, right? Playing fast through short, I think defense wasn't ready for the kind of speed that they were just hitting with. But one of the weaknesses of playing this breach over the Gecko, right, is just this lack of info from the initiator, right? So many times they're forced to hit sites blind, you know, into stacks or into bad setups, or not having the info they need to use util in the right spots, right? So it's like that round where we saw 2 of Attack walking into showers, right? They lose the initial pick because they don't have the info that the first guy swinging.
Ooh, the wallbang headshot there as it takes the first contact, but it doesn't really matter when Dragon just re-swings and hits the head. 4 numbers for the attackers. Husky's looking to get some damage done, looking to find his presence. Has no armor, but does have the Empress, so 1 kill is all he needs. As he's looking to push towards the A main.
Attack losing this shower space early, multiple rounds so far, is actually really bad for them if they want to keep hitting A. Now, defense is playing 3 people A. They're playing a heavy A setup and just their Cypher B, right, to sort of stall in case the attack goes for a B hit. But what this means is, like, you know, once they lose this shower space, it's pretty much impossible for them to do a fast A hit afterwards, right?
Yeah, but it's like, how if you are attacking here with a breach and a neon, how do you take control of A showers? Do you like look to stun it early and then just waste that ability there, or like how do you get control of showers?
I think what you'd have to do there is either use the breach stun early, or move your Reyna over to flash you in, or move your Cypher cam to like get info on that sort of space, right? But walking in blind, as we can see, is not really working. So
The hack comes off, and Cypher looking to reveal the last 2 members of the defenders, both spotted near CT near heaven, so they are able to play a little bit more aggressively. Suski's going for an interesting play, maybe looking to wrap around, so something that they do have to like kind of worry about. Mango with utility out, looking to throw it early on to deny any sort of pressure, any sort of planned denial here. So looking to see if the camera is there. Mango finds a third, and Conquer with the wraparound, looking for the Cypher who has been tagged, who has been revealed, who's around the corner, not going for the knife. And ultimately, Suski's with the whole wraparound through CT finds the last. He should have knifed there. He should have 100% knifed.
should have, for sure.
Like that, I love that sense of disrespect, and I don't know, but I feel like we have very respectful players right now. No trash talk being calmed in all chat, which, I mean, for competitive integrity,
They want to
cool,
win. They're
but
focused
like,
on the game.
You have to throw in some slander every now and then, you know?
Attack is now have their Neon ult online. They're 2 points away from a Breach ult. We may see that this round as well, and it seems they're going to use this Breach stun towards Showers here to take that initial space. Neon running up. They have Shower space this time. Reyna unable to contest this with 3 defense players sort of sitting around backside A. Now, it remains to be seen whether they'll be able to take
The trade through the smoke. Mango finds a kill, finds the second, and he's online. And this guy's my duo, and he shits the bed every single time. But when he plays on stage, apparently he's like the GOAT. Isofy with the classic, Isofy with the 3 burst, Isofy with a kill.
Incredible.
Now has the rocket online, going for the second, but he goes Oriya. Sub Rosa on the board. Blue Banana finding a kill with the Sheriff, finding the second. Knows where the third and the fourth are. Suski's last member alive, going for a very wide angle, kind of exposed to everything. Has to look for a fight before getting swung. Denies the flash. Looking at Gecko. The Gecko swings. The Gecko doesn't hit. The Gecko is low. And now Cypher running. Cypher looking for the tap.
Bomb is still not down, but Cypher goes down.
Yeah,
We're
Blue
left
Banana
in a
Brad
1v1.
with so much work to do here. 14 HP and only wingman to his name. You know where both of them are. Banana Bread looking for a gun, potentially behind him. Does not manage to pick up anything just yet, but throws wingman down. Trying to bait info. Trying to hit the headshot, and he
the
does.
Shot. My goat.
I'm kind of surprised that happened. I think Blue Banana Bread was like silver.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Incredible shot.
A very, very beautiful shot, actually. I think 3K on the board that round.
I don't think Reyna was ready for that peek there from behind triple.
No, definitely very, very smart. Because I mean, you throw in your wingman, usually you defend the wingman. You don't necessarily over-aggress more than anything.
And it's swing or be swung.
Oh, I hate the Cypher setup. Like, it does nothing for him.
He's playing kill trips on site, it seems?
Yeah, but it's like, if you're playing kill trips on
But
site...
for CT.
Yeah, you're getting up so much space already.
That's interesting.
Which, I mean you can spam and
I
look
think
to play
he's
replay.
playing this sort of setup because he expects the Breach Neon ult to be used to initiate on the side, right? So I don't think he wants to be caught backside here, so this might actually be like... I don't think it's that bad for him to set up kill trips and play offsides. Here comes the Breach ult. Clearing out most of the side.
Isofy does not find the first. The team goes down. Gecko finds one. Cypher with the trade. Blue Banana Bread online. The last
Where
member
are
being
the
tagged
attacking
out, being
smokes?
going down. Blue Banana closing out the second round again. Yeah, I think there was no smokes in time, and then by the time they were down, Cypher's trips were already like revealing them, so use this kind of smokes.
Their smokes were too deep elbow, right, and CT. Well, the CT smoke was fine, but the defense was able to flood out before attack was really able to get set up on the site and get the bomb down. Well, that's an interesting trip.
But I mean, that trip really does nothing though. Look at the other side of the wall. Look at the other side of the wall.
You know.
Yeah, how would he know?
Defense is getting pretty antsy here. Gecko running between sides.
Yeah, but it's like this TP's gonna give up all that information.
Smokes are coming down on A. Team's attack is executing. There's only 2 players here. 1 goes down.
We got caught with this iPad out. And Ice Fight concussed. Forced to play in this cage, revealing his location. Trying to find one before the rest of his team shows up. It's a 3-on-4 on the retake. Suskis has the Empress yet again. Has not found anything, but now that Reyna's ultimate does last the whole time, doesn't really matter. Can play a little bit more calm, a little bit more patient.
It's a very comfortable spot for attack here. They have control of U-Haul. They're sure that nobody is flank, and they have a deep lurk showers for late.
Oh, but Cypher finds one. Mango looking for the second. Suski swinging out. Cypher finds a second. It's gonna be a 2v1. Conquer with a crossfire with Arena, but it was still very close, a little bit spicy. They ended up just trading 1-for-1s, but I mean it's okay when you have a numbers advantage like that.
Yeah, I think these early initial fights, getting the trades out is working out much better for attack, right? Because once they're in the 4-on-4 or the 3-on-3, they're much more able to like pressure through a single site, which only has 1 or 2 defenders, as opposed to, you know, the 3 or 4 stacks that we've been seeing from defense on the A side.
I mean, I know the Cypher probably doesn't play Cypher just based off the trips he's throwing there, but it's like you can also go for like the long Cypher camp to like play that passive information without having to give away the information, the position of the Gecko. Okay. Here it is. I would have to say Gecko. I mean, my name is Gaiku. At the time of release, I actually had my ears pierced and I had like blonde hair as well. And so it became this thing where it's like they literally made Gecko for me. And he's like, I think my 3rd most played right now after like Cypher and Omen. What about you? Do you have a favorite character?
I mean, I am chamber operator, so it may not be a very hard guess as to what my favorite agent is to play.
Oh, you like Reyna, obviously, yeah.
Yes, of course. We saw a very deep Brim ult from the defending side into A short here, followed by a Raise Nade on the edge to try and catch out any players, but
I mean, the trickle damage is enough to help Isify find a kill here, and now there's only 3 players left. Mango does have the ultimate, but do you even use it when you're already numbers down and you have like no map control at all?
Offense is very split once again. It seems they're just, you know, hoping that somebody will walk into their crosshairs and give them free kills, which, hey, it's not the worst strategy, right?
I mean, if you are better, you can go for that, you know? They're gonna jump the trip again. Wait, Autumn does find a kill there, actually. Wait. The reassess.
Defense still giving this fight triple into showers, but offense is running out of time here. Bomb is coming out on B into 2 players and Cypher.
Wait, good readjust, has 4 seconds, has to stay.
And it appears they're out of time.
Yeah, there's like so many better Cypher trips for that jump. By the way, you can do one like close to a satellite.
Not the vertical one in the middle. Hey, I mean, seems to have worked, right? Don't fix it if it's not broken.
I would love to see more half armor buys, because like again, they're not using the outlaw, so you can just like go half armor, save 600 credits, have like a better economy.
Seems offense is forced to save again. They do have the Brim ult in case they want to push through a fast A or B, but they're sort of undecided, milling about in spawn. Not sure where they are going to go yet.
Yeah, I mean, I would like them to go either B and then just like ult elbow and then concuss towards backside with a race move. Also backside, so there's gonna be one going down. Kess finds the fingers, finds the kill, going for another one. Looking backside now, they are blind. Speaking of where they are, Mango throwing good smokes and Autumn finding another kill. Cass is still pretty much aggressive, going for more. Dragon getting fingered, getting whittled down, going
Bomb goes down. Defense has lost all of backside as well. It seems like an impossible retake here for the remaining 2 defense players.
Finding the first headshot instead of knowing where to look, but it's going to be an automatic trade to win it out. I mean, it just looks like whoever gets the number of advantages wins. The rounds aren't necessarily too close, if at all. They're just kind of like win gunfights and then completely take over the round, whether they attack or defend. There's only been, actually no, there's been 2 defuses, and so.
I think the rounds that offense has tried to default and split up, play the map, have not gone as well for them. But of course, the part of the reason they're able to do these sort of fast hits onto A with 5 people is with this Brim ult that's able to clear out all of U-Haul for them, right? Instead of sending 3 players to go clear out U-Haul, they're able to, you know, sort of dive and pinch showers, you know, take in the backside with all their remaining util, and it makes it much easier for them to get onto site and win those fights here. Once again, they're going back to this slow sort of default. Cypher camming out showers, just trying to look for any peekers, but defense is playing pretty passive on site here. Ray sitting back, U-Haul here. No picks being given.
I mean, yeah, I mean, as the game slows down, I think I did want to ask, why did you start playing Valorant?
Hey, I mean, one of my friends who was a longtime CS player, he sort of got me into Valorant when the beta was coming out. He sort of told all of us, you know, hey, there's this new sort of shooter coming out, like, you know, you want to try it? And I actually didn't end up I wasn't super interested during the closed beta, but I did end up playing during Act 1. And, you know, we all started somewhere. Actually was placed like Silver 1, I think, when I started playing this game. I actually ended up ranking all the way down to Bronze 1 in Episode 1, Act 2, something like that. And since then, in the 3 years that I've been playing, many hours, I've climbed all the way up to Immortal 3. So
only Immortal 3?
Yeah,
so
only Immortal
bad,
3.
You're so bad. Like only what, 0.01% of people make it up there?
It's true.
Not even
Unfortunately for Gaiku here.
And I mean, Isify has to do a lot of work, otherwise it's not going to be enough to secure this round. Conqueror is very low, playing this very awkward off angle. I don't actually even know if I like it. I mean, you can swing off of it if you're Mango, but it's like, all things considered, it's like, you're holding such a tight angle, you can get cleared. But it won't end up happening as Conqueror does find the round securing kill.
A very close half here, surprisingly, actually. I think, well, offense has their breach ult again, and they're too far from their Brim ult and their Rain ult to really have any others coming on this round.
Yeah, but it's like we have Raze ult on the defense, we have Gekko on defense, so they can just look for a full retake. That's what I would be calling here. Like, hey, give up A, we can retake A, play for B control. If anything, just keep control of showers, so you can just completely overwhelm on the retake. But besides that, it's a very scrappy fight for retake and for site.
Offense seems to be leaning in towards A here. They've done a breach ult towards triple, which has caused the defense to immediately rotate 4 players onto the A site. Seems to be a very quick fake into a rotate towards B. They've lost a player, however, in Hookah.
Lost a player to Bucky, and then at some point Raze ult also went down. So 2 of those very pivotal ults, both the Cypher and the Raze ult, kind of like being taken out. Isify does have a shotgun here backside, not necessarily the best place to be using a shotgun.
But once again, it seems the offense is unsure where to go. They've given up on their B hit, and apparently it seems that defense is 1 step ahead of them, rotating 4 players towards A, but suddenly they're rotating
But
back.
there's some indecision here. Cypher going back, Raze kind of like unknown as to where to go, but Conqueror finds the kill, finds
the pick on the Gekko into U-Haul. Bombs coming down.
Thank you for picking that up on me. Like my brain completely went blind. Autumn finds one, Sunspeace another, and it's the spray, the prey. But his prayer has finally been answered as Cypher finds the kill, being wrapped around by the enemy Cypher, and it's going to be a 1v3. In most situations, I get 2 kills here and then I lose, but hey, who
2
knows?
of the attackers are low, however. It is winnable for Cypher is able to find these picks. No trades coming in. It's a 1v1 now.
He's on
Cypher
par for
the
ace. Looking for the 4 Mango wrapping around. It's in you.
Mango's mollied the bomb quite early, but it doesn't seem to cover the full radius here. He's wrapping behind him. Is Cypher aware?
Cypher is aware!
But it's not enough. He goes for the tap just as Mango swings around the corner and takes his head off.
And that would have been a pivotal play, putting him at a slight lead, but at the half, currently 6-6. Not necessarily the worst place you have to be, but it's like if you're the defenders who are not the attackers, you have to make up for a lot of that lost space that you already had at the beginning. I think they were 4-0, and then just slowly started losing a couple of rounds, winning another one, and then
The gap
Yeah.
has closed. I think they've sort of, well, they've sort of figured out like the way that the defense plays, right? Into with the fast rotates towards A, right? Offense started playing much more slowly, you know, rotating between sites and taking space. Not always successfully, mind you, but you know, able to find those kills on the entries and win those rounds.
Yeah. One of the topics last time we streamed some sort of Valorant content that we touched upon that I do want to hear your opinion on is, do you think Valorant is better for the dating scene than Tinder?
Well, it depends where you're looking. Well, what can you say? There's a lot of people looking for e-girls in my social media queues, so you know, I can't speak to how effective that might be, but you know, to each their own, I guess.
Of course, of course.
That's what.
So you got the option to use like a dating app or Valorant. What is your go-to?
I don't think either of these are particularly good
Okay,
options,
okay.
to be real with you. What do you call it?
Ooh, so he's finding the first. And it looks like it's gonna be a battle of the arenas, as they tend to be like, the ones getting like first contact, first bloods, and then just kind of like dismissing
Trades
away.
come out TP into showers from Neon, but he's fighting 2 or 3 people.
Fight
Able to
one?
find the first one, and that's the bomb.
What an aggressive play that ends up panning out a little bit more than it should.
4v2
Mango finding one as
now.
well.
Offense seems to have lost most of their space. Cypher's got B locked down, and Brim now low, only 20 HP remaining. Him and Cypher running towards the B site, straight into the Cypher setup. With the Cam and Hookah, it seems they'll be found quite
Yeah, I actually
quickly
do want to see
here.
this specific Cypher setup. See if that's a better Cypher trap. Yes. It clings out onto satellite and like covers much more of the space there. Can still be unbreakable, but it's like if you know like where it is, you can just shoot up. And yeah. So I mean, just based off of like Cypher setups, I want the blue team to win so much right now.
The defending team, you mean?
Yeah, defending team right now. Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, offense not able to make it out of Hookah there due to the Cypher trip. Cypher anchoring and able to find that kill. With only 8 seconds remaining, it's impossible for them to get the bomb down in time. Let's see. Attack forced onto the save here. It seems they're leaning towards a B hit here with only 5 seconds remaining in the pre-round.
What people don't understand, I mean, this is like very technical, like very much like a hey, math and economy thing. They didn't get the pen down, so it's very unlikely they can buy anything, and they likely won't be buying armor.
With only classics here, it'll be very difficult
Yeah.
for them to play this sort of split, you know, looking for picks sort of thing if defense just chooses not to give
No,
them
but I mean, defense should have opted in to get
Neon's in
one or
a
two.
one and done angle here, though. If they walk up and find a kill on him, it'll be a free gun, but they're unable to. Neon gets away, runs back elbow.
No, but one of the things that I
offensive
do
down
like to
player.
call if the enemy team does not get a plant down is just going for a Marshall, because they likely don't have any armor, and it's like one of the cheapest guns you can get. Very like it's essentially a pocket op during that round.
It's very strong if you expect offense not to be able to buy light shields at all, right? Like
Yeah.
in this case where they haven't been able to get the bomb down in the early pistol round. But I don't think a Marshall is actually very strong on a map like Bind after for the bonus, right? Because a lot of these angles, right, will be smoked off or they're very close quarters, right? Which means that you're not very likely to find the value that you might get from a Spectre or a Stinger in the third round.
Yeah, but I guess my play style kind of assumes that we're going to be using the third round anyways. And so after that, we can have like a better go by going like half armor.
It's possible. You can buy a Marshall to save for an op. That gun is decently strong if you have a agent with movement utility, like a...
Like Gecko. Yeah. Yeah.
Not a Gecko, maybe like more like a Jet, but it seems neither of these teams
for
have
sure.
one of those here. But, you know, with the raise, you could use the satchel or get a teammate to boost you on top of the truck and hold short A with that. That could be very good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a Con watcher, so like,
There's a
I
bit
love that
of
he
body shooting.
I love that he just
TOS.
pass an operator on whatever character he's on.
Some very weird buys coming out from both teams here. Defense seems to be bonusing 3 Spectres and 2 Guardians being forced up. And let's see.
Ooh, what do those
Offense.
fingers do? Cypher knows how to use them. Anyways,
Offense now on their bye round, 6-8. It's almost a must-win round here, right? if they lose this round, their econ will be pretty broken here.
Yeah,
They're
I'm not the
only
biggest
able
fan
to.
of like Neon pushing out when there's a Cypher trip there. I guess like you can just get one and then try to run away, but it's like when
It's
you
not
when you're
bad
out
for the bonus, but seeing as he just played this exact same position last round, I think that Cypher may expect it. Here comes the cam. He's being cleared out right now, and he's got a teammate to back him up this time. And he's in this angle where he sort of can't get out without using the slide. And there he goes. The first pick is given to the offense. Neon goes down B long, and Cypher is feeling insecure in his position on the B side alone, right? Calling over Arena for backup.
I don't know if it's like a visual thing, but does no one have armor?
Yeah, it's a new bug, courtesy of yours truly, Riot Games.
Okay. I was very confused as to why Cypher didn't have armor, you know?
Yeah.
Especially when they're on their buy, but it does appear to be a bug right now. Blue Banana Bread looking for one. And it's gonna be Blue Streak. I think they're dating Blue Streak and Blue Banana Bread, but I don't want to like start any rumors.
Blue Banana Bread. Offense actually choosing not to hit the B site there until last second after a two-man fake through the teleporter, which draws both remaining defensive players to a rotate to A.
Ooh.
Now Brim jumps to the TP here to attempt a crunch, but
Very brave.
his Arena feels not comfortable swinging through the CT smoke here, afraid of the elbow peeker or people who may be holding CT. And there he goes, dies to the Brim default. Brim now attacking Brim on defending Brim in an impossible retake situation.
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point you just die to bomb, try to play for exits. You heard one at TP, and that's what you're kind of like waiting for.
Yeah, not worth saving the Spectre here at all, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, trying to bait out audio, going for a little bit of a run. I don't think you should be giving it away.
No time on this defuse, but he tries it anyways. Hey, I mean, he doesn't give the ult over to the other team when he dies like this to the bomb. So
yeah, but he also doesn't get an ult orb, which I mean, sometimes I think it's worth dying to the enemy if you're like pretty close to your ultimate there. But
he's 3 out of 8, pretty far right now.
Yeah,
offense, however, they're 3 off their Brim and their Gecko ults here. We might see another play with that coming up soon. Your classic ult U-Haul A hit, 5-man A hit.
Oh, he missed the cam. I mean, that can still like kind of looks at a little bit of long, but can't really tag anyone, so it's very much for info.
I think actually, despite losing the pistol round, this current offense team's default has been much stronger here. They're coming into hookah and breaking the Cypher trip here. That was giving the other team a lot of info on the previous half, right? Taking this sort of space, and then they're very willing to rotate back and clear out showers and sort of work the map before they actually commit to a side hit. Bind famously, does not have a mid. It has 2 teleporters instead for the fast rotates, right? But what that means is fast hitting into sites, especially into stacks, right, of 3 players or more. It's very difficult with only the 2 chokes. Hookah being a very difficult choke point to get out of, especially with the Cypher trips that you commonly see here. Makes it very difficult for teams to just 5-man rush into a sort of coordinated setup.
I mean, realistically, most of the times, if I only have one trip, I just completely ignore Hookah because I mean, you're jumping out, you're like have that in the air, so sometimes you have something popping up, you should be fine. The mod on the backside as Concrete is trying to kill. Cast goes switching with the first. Is not able to find the second, but number needing to plant the bomb here. A 3v3, defenders currently winning. Finding the second, it's going to be a 2v2.
Bomb comes down, but it's a 1v2 here for the attacking Cypher. He's forced into Octagon with no teammates to help him on site.
Alright. Cypher looking to go for a tab, but it's going to be Mango with the kill. Mango with a secure round, and Mango getting closer to his ultimate, currently 6 to 8. I think having it like this is okay.
Is the stream on?
The stream's on, yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Getting stuff figured out right now, so I'm in control of my own spectator view. But should be fine as we are going to be seeing the attackers Isify going down, following the ultimate. The blind goes in. Looking for U-Haul, they are going to be running away through the wall, through the satchels, not necessarily going to be able to find anything. The nade onto backside, looking for control, looking for the site, looking for the mollies as the flash goes down, he's able to spot out Reina, but the molly goes and gets ice by very, very low. The concussive flash, the whole use of slam going down by casting slam. This is going to be a 4v5 retake as Suckskis goes down. So the players are very low on health, and this retake is starting. Cast finds the first with his ultimate, but gets traded out immediately. Isify with the flank. Isify trying to wrap around, but somehow Conqueror finds the second, a 2-on-2. Isify very, very low. They are completely aware. Conqueror finds the third. Mango starts to defuse. Trying to bait out the Reyna. The Reyna is found. The Reyna is not traded into 1v1. Conqueror having to close out this round. Conqueror going for the wraparound. Conqueror finds the fourth, bringing the 10th round.
Yeah, incredible round from Conqueror there, trading out his teammate in U-Haul, you know, taking all that space back for his team, and then finding another one on the short player, right? You know, sort of flushing out the attacking players, and you know, when Reyna's left alone backside, I mean, he does find the first, but it's very difficult for him to survive that sort of situation where bomb's not planted for him, right? And he's stuck backside alone.
Yeah, and I mean, at this point, what do? You used 2 ultimates there, I believe, or you at least used the Gig ultimate there, and it wasn't necessarily successful.
Both teams won off their Brim ult here. We might see a sort of Showers play, you know, to attempt to get Brim this orb so they can pull off an A execute, but it seems they're just going for the fast short 5-player execute anyways. They lose the first player, and it seems they're now stuck here, unsure whether they should continue.
Yeah, and great awareness by the Outlaw here, knowing that they are not going to be able to have enough for full armor. Or actually picked out one of the few people with half armor. Blue Banana Bread and Isify opting to buy this like full armor. So had it been one of those who swung, could have been a different story. But at the end of the day, Brimstone finding the first kill on the defender team.
Yeah, when you see your, you know, the attacking team here with many players below 3,900 credits, right, or even a little more than that, right, they're not able to get full util, which means they're, you know, quite likely, because people love their Vandals, they're quite likely to buy those Vandal Light Shields and be a one-shot for that Outlaw there. Cypher goes for this camp, but it doesn't see Autumn fast enough. Autumn swings on him and gets the kill Showers. Offense is sort of stuck A short here with very little space. Able to find the pick on Reyna, however.
The concuss goes down. Mango flooding the ultimate, throwing it out, trying to find the first. Cheating through his ultimate, but he is completely blind. Spike has not yet been collected. Still at default, and it's a 3v3 with a couple of ultimates down already. Cypher does have his ultimate. He decides to use it as a defender. Mango with a very aggressive swing, not being able to capitalize off of anything.
Defense is giving them the picks here, swinging 1 into 3, you know, giving over the space that they had previously held here. Offense has taken the backside of A side now.
Finds the first, has the cage to hide out a little bit longer. They will be pinged out, unaware that Autumn is there, looking for that angle. Finds the wall bang within the second, and the transfer is there. Autumn on the board with 3 more kills.
A very back and forth sort of round, as a lot of these have been. It seems some of the defensive players are sort of, what do you call it, unable to control their urge to swing. You know.
I mean, it's single beast one.
It's true. Maybe not in the 1v3 though, or the 3v3.
I mean, it's single beast one anyway, you know?
Sure.
I would rather die an idiot than die a coward.
True.
Actually, no, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I think depending on where he puts the chip, it
This is a very interesting camp. Does this see into long?
Yes, that one no.
Or it's just a very high, like, sort of walkout camp.
Yeah.
This is an interesting flank.
Ultimate goes down yet again. They're gonna clear out U-Haul. Brimstone does go with that space.
Playing off here with only 2 A players.
And so 2 ultimates have been going down already. Giving a complete site to play for a retake. Stim is there. Mango's looking to clear. Sees someone but does not go for the fight. And
full 5-on-5 retake. Neon coming through Showers here as well.
Playing it still. Playing Falco knows that there's one person there.
Waiting down. The rebound Showers. Finds the Showers.
Finds one. Ice fight with a classic. But it's somehow still a 2v2. Reyna very low. Reyna no armor. Reyna is one shot. But Autumn finds a kill there. There's one more. Dragon. Very aggressive. Caught them on a reload. Caught them on a timing. And that's going to be a 1v1. Decides to stick it. and a 4K to bring it back, put their team back on the leaderboard. 8-11 momentum very much for the defenders right now.
It's a very risky play for him coming back from showers, right? You know, he is repositioning, so I think it's not a bad choice, but his teammate Brim there stuck pocket on site, getting run at by the 2 remaining defensive players. Very, very difficult for him to save his Brim there.
And yeah, I mean,
Offense has been leaning much more into these like sort of 5-man rushes, and you know, by the round differential, it doesn't seem like it's doing so well for them, right?
no, but it's not like they can also default. And I think they've been getting caught out on these defaults when Neon is like going for these aggressive pick and somehow, some way, finds the headshot with the ghost. So not even a gun to his name, but still an even trade in 4v4. The slide, very aggressive
brave slide into B long there from the Neon. No gun, only a ghost, and sliding into 4 people. Very, very brave.
But it's up to Mango right here on the defense. Mango being the last man alive on this side, getting swung, going for the spam, does not find anything. And the Gecko blind, putting him at a handicap.
Absolutely impossible situation for him there. It's probably best to pull off the site there, or you know, try and hide and preserve your life while your teammates are rotating over from the B side. But Reyna's gone back towards B for a gun, maybe, but.
No, they could be just looking to save these guns here, play the exits, play the kills.
Yeah,
Ooh,
with their round advantage.
That's a judge.
You may not want to save the judge here.
And he's
unable to
gonna try
find
to
any
TP.
decent guns.
Yeah, takes the TP. Finds one before getting traded out. Very good round here.
But
I'm
yeah,
not sure why the attackers are looking to take these fights instead of like just completely running out through CT. I mean, one of them takes the teleport, one of them goes CT, and now the X-Cloud looking for the enemy Cypher.
attack saving 3 rifles here and defense saving 1, but you know, being up 11-8, it is you know, a viable strategy for them here to, you know, go for exits and give up the round and preserve sort of their economy to play for the upcoming rounds, right? Rather than you know, if you're one off match point, you don't really want to be the guys going and saving in a 2v5, as unlikely as it is, right? You want to go for that as much as you can. 9-11 for the attackers here now.
Do you watch any pro play?
Very little.
Very little.
That's embarrassing to say, isn't it?
Well, not really. I mean, I have far too much time on my hands, so.
Yeah, watching pro play is good to help sort of understand this sort of thing, right? But I think we haven't really been sort of seeing any like super coordinated defaults or executes from them here. It's mostly just like your, what do you call it? 5-stack, run it down. Throw all the util at the enemy.
Throw all the util backside and then just kind of
maybe you win, maybe you don't.
Yeah.
It seems Cypher here has not figured out how to break the B hookah trip. So he's sort of just walking around and looking very nervous. Defense already 3 towards the B site. Attack has not made it out yet. It seems they're collecting the orb, hesitating, looking for any sort of picks that the defense might give them here.
Yeah. And can potentially look to break. They has been broken. They have gone through. And somehow
Dragon walks out, finds the pick onto Cypher and Elbow here. Util going down, and they're able to make it out onto the side. 4 offense players here to the Neon stuck backside.
Neon stuck backside. Neon for 1. Neon getting kicked out by Bubanap Red. And a 3rd kill to their name. Kind of close to get out. Playing very aggressively, playing in front of the team, playing in front of his flashes. And so completely unaccounted for.
Already very close to Gecko and Brimalt again here. We might see another one of those incredible fast A hits of 5 through short, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, scoreline's looking quite close now. Defense has a breach ult, which will be very good on, say, a B or an A retake, but...
No, for sure. And what looked like a completely done game for the attackers now, completely bringing it back. They were 8-11 at some point, so having the momentum back on their page, back on their terms. As you're going into this 22nd round with full buys.
Defense going to a very aggressive play here down A short, taking 3 people down and smoking the right side and market, taking all the space A and confirming that there are no offense players on the A side of the map. But it seems that they are speeding up towards this B hit, though they're sort of hesitating, wanting to re-clear out this A short space before they take any.
Yeah, and I don't think they should have done that. I think it's a little bit better if you play for the flanks, play for this space instead of giving it up. Because now they're completely unaware of what they could be doing. At some point, they did know that they were like completely committing to B, but now that they've given up all that space, gone back into sight, they have to just wait and listen, wait and see to what's going to be happening as the round continues. They look like they're going to be recleaning towards A short. Mango piercing his position. He does hear the alarm bot going down, but the attackers are not committing. They're just waiting for information again.
Defense feels unconfident due to having given up all that space that they took early in the round on A, right? And now they have 4 players on the A site. They're actually not very, they're in very passive positions on the site here, right? So they don't actually have very much info as to where the offense is going to go. Here they are, four people on the B site are, already coming out on the site, and their defense is stacked on the wrong side of the map. So.
That's exactly what happens when you give up that much space. Like, yes, it's okay if you die at that point. You do, you aren't alive by dragging with them.
Double
With
kill
the
here.
penetration on
Defense
the
lining
headshot.
up. Looks to be going to 11-11 here.
11-11, make a wish. And my wish is that you give us your Twitch primes down below. I'm just kidding, we're not even on Twitch.
Is it a Red Bull flawless? Or is
a Red Bull flawless?
Or is it a Red Bull clutch?
I think it's Red Bull
which one it was.
Yeah,
That's my bad.
It's the Amazon Prime flawless usually.
Sure.
And then Red Bull clutch, what else is there? Baron power play. The Red Bull Baron power play.
I'm not so familiar with that. Both teams on a full buy here at 1 off match point. Defense with a Neon and a Breach ult will be pretty strong on a retake here, but...
I'm a big fan of this trip. I don't think anyone really uses it. It kind of like covers you backside or even elbow if you are holding a little bit more passively. Cypher. I think this smoke really doesn't do anything when the team is defaulting. And you should be throwing this smoke.
You should be throwing the deep smoke, right?
Yeah.
To sort of bait out some of this attacker util, but throwing it short there is really, all it's doing is giving up all the space that you, well, what little space that you do have A short at the start of the round, right? To the offense for free. Neon has walked all the way out here, found the Cypher.
I think he just waits here. I think he just waits here.
They're aware of He's just egoing into 4 people there. Gives the pick and all the space that he's taken here. Cypher alone on the B site now.
Don't you want to be holding a little bit further away from the wall for just angle advantage? I mean,
I
not that
think
you're gonna
once
have it
he's
here.
spotted that deep on the flank, he should probably just sleep, right? Because offense will feel the pressure to like clear him out or to just like, run away and hit the A side while he's distracted with these
I mean, he did pretty good damage on the Brimstone and kind of like tagged the race, but nothing worth mentioning. It's a 5v3 offense currently on the lead. Offense currently still deciding where to go.
Yeah,
and
giving these picks deep in market and showers here has given offense a lot of room to like work the map, right? Defense sort of unable to stack a site or to take space anymore due to their limited guns and util here. So offense comes out, bomb coming down on the B side shortly, and with Cypher alone. His 2 teammates flooding out CT, only able to find 1, however, traded out.
Mango finds 1. 2v4 retake, a very dire task. Does have the ultimate online if he does want to take the hat off. Cypher being very passive, very cautious as S-Cloud is right there waiting for the tap. The blind is there, Dragon finds killed. And it's going to be S-Cloud bringing them to match point 12-11.
A nice comeback from the attacking side here, don't you think?
Yeah, and I think you if you're the defender, you have to start getting a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more proactive with what you're doing. Like, I like the way that they're pushed out on their eco round, but then they give up all that space afterwards. I feel like they should be doing that with a gun. Not just throwing the Neon out, but like having someone go with the Neon so they can be treated, they can play off each other's util, rather than just like waiting for them to like wait out the clock and just ultimately lose the gunfights.
They have been able to take this space here. It's just, it seems they're not very clear on what they should do after that. They sort of, get nervous, walk back, or, die and give up all that space altogether. But offense here, 1 point off of 3 big ults. Gecko Brim ult will be very big here for a side execute.
That's how it finds 1. Suskies. Or is it Suskies? Because that was like Suskies, like Huskies? But it can also be like Suskies. I don't know, we can
have to ask them later.
Yeah. I mean, 4-on-4 right now. Brimstone going down for the defenders. Attackers still have their Brim. And unfortunately, because the Brimstone did die, the ultimate is no longer online. Dragon looking for this clear. And none of the chips have really done anything for the Cypher. So he has to play purely for the camera. Has a tag there. Forced to back off.
But Neon gives the pick back in exchange for this tag.
but the aggression, the confidence to go for that kill right there. Isify holding the flank as his Cypher has gone down.
Seems he is aware of this push out by Suskies over the flank.
But it could be timing. Suskies finds one. He does heal up right here, and it's like a Valorant timing error yet again. Happens far too often, even in my ranked games. They go for the flash, they go for the stun, they go for the backside clear, and they are getting cleared. Conqueror gets detained, but the ultimate,
But this ult forces them to rotate here.
Forces them back. And Suskies finds some damage onto the Reyna. Blue Banana Bread going for the plant, going for some space. 13 seconds on the board, but it doesn't matter when this plant is down. I think it's 45 seconds after plant has been planted for the retake. Blue Banana Bread finds a headshot.
Incredible shot on Breach Heaven.
Very, very incredible. Very slow, very tactical. Conqueror has to find a kill, has to find a body in order to be able to do anything. Not necessarily going for the U-Haul clear and unaware that there's 2 players there.
It's a very difficult situation for them there. Bomb is planted out in the open to showers and short, and any potential wraps.
Wait.
Dragon's not able to find the flank.
Dragon's down. Util's out! Molly misses! No!
No time.
No time. Is this it?
So
I think he could have stopped. I think he could have stopped. But it's like as soon as Reyna goes down.
it's a very natural reaction there to see the molly coming in and,
Yeah.
you know, backing off the spike, being at 3 HP, but I think it was possible for him to stick the spike there.
Very
Maybe get
close
that
game at the end of the day. I thought it was going to be very one-sided as soon as we saw the first 4 rounds. And then when it swapped over, if we look at that timeline, yeah, I mean, 5 out of the first 6 rounds were won by the defense. And so very much in control, very much on board. They just needed to win 2 more rounds afterwards, but were unable to close it out. And at the end of the day, the blue team ends up taking the win as the attack on the later half. But I think they're going to be moving on. Let me pull up the bracket to see who they're going to be playing against. That was Team Chill. And I assume that they're going to be playing our Radiant team. No? It's only natural.
Sure.
It's only natural. We do have one of the top players in the server right now competing in the Bevo Cup. So always exciting to see how we can balance that out and how dominant they can actually be. Which, I mean, thus far, I feel like they've been top frag, just spamming Reyna and Raze, completely taking over the server and having teams just kind of like back him up, teammates to like allow themselves to be baited by him. But
Sure.
it still works out, and I think that they're working perfectly. So while we take a small break, we would like to thank production, thank Red Bull for the drinks that we were able to have today. Thanks to them, we were able to enjoy. I think this is their summer edition. Yeah, the red summer edition, watermelon flavors. So make sure to check that out. Huge thanks for the Alienware for sponsoring what we have. Amazing computer, amazing gears, amazing mice. I personally just ordered one of these mice. It gets here tomorrow, so should be looking forward to that. And I mean, besides that, anything else you want to say?
That'll be all from me. I mean, a very back and forth sort of game from these 2 teams here. You know, picks being traded back and forth. You know, these incredible pushes out, and then, you know, somehow when it feels like one team has all the cards in their hand, you know, it swings the other way very easily. So.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like they're taking the game too seriously. It's a Bevo Cup, yes, there's like RP on the line, there's like certain things on the line, but it's like, at the end of the day, you should be trying things here that you shouldn't be able to like do in ranked play. I would love to see a Yoru, I would love to see a Chamber, a Deadlock more than anything. Like these.
Well, a Neon and a Breach is a pretty off meta pick here with the Reyna. Right?
I mean, but they're off meta, but not even good, you know?
Sure. Well, that's part of the fun, isn't it?
I guess
Right, so.
it does end up coming down to comfort. And I do think Cass, our Neon player, does play for the JV squad for the CSGO team. So not necessarily a Valorant player, but try to transition that CSGO skill over here, which unfortunately was not able to be worth much as they ended up
a very
taking
close
the
game
loss.
nonetheless,
Yeah,
right?
very close game. Would have loved to see him in overtime, but I think for now, if we can get production to take us for a short little break while we get some water, get some restroom stuff being done. But stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Now we wait.
I mean, I think that should be their cue to like let me out. But yeah. started off in bronze.
Oh, we're live.
Okay, yeah. I started off in bronze, and not like I somehow hit ascendant. And then I think hopefully I can hit immortal by the end of the year. I think that's a reasonable like time frame. But
So,
yeah, I love Cypher.
Ever play with anyone in bronze?
I've played with you before. I don't know if you remember.
Oh yeah, that's right. We did play together.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Hey.
Whoa. No, but like in a loving way, not in a
Oh,
pessimistic
table flip
way.
emoji right now. Yeah.
All right.
I think we're just waiting on the game to get finalized.
We are waiting on the game to get finalized, and I think we're actually ahead of schedule. Like we were supposed to start at 5:30. It's 4:30.
A broadcast ahead of schedule? Wow, that's rare for any
that's kind of
sport.
insane. Yes.
Wow. I think that's more rare than like, I don't know.
Then love.
Yeah. Well, you didn't even ask me who I play. I'm disappointed.
I don't care who you play.
Okay, well,
I'm just kidding. Who do you play?
I play Raze and Astra.
That's right. You're kind of excited for Asher to have her 5 stars
yeah,
again.
her 5 stars back. I never played with her 5 stars. I'm excited for her to have an extra one.
Yeah, I mean, I think her stars, I think it's okay if she has 4, but they should be able to regen. Maybe at a slower pace, but that's one of the reasons that she's not necessarily picked, because it's like, yes, she has great utility. Yes, she has like great smoke, but she has to kind of commit very much to what she's doing.
Yeah, it's very much like once you use a star, if you don't use it right, then it's gone.
Yeah.
Like you're done for. Like there you go. Like it's definitely like you really got to think about your utility a lot more, because once it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah, and it's like when you talk about Valorant players, they have commitment issues. And so it's like you have to give them a little more leeway to like not necessarily commit to everything. That's why Omen is pretty good, because he's like, you don't have to commit to the fight. You can teleport out. You like don't have to commit to the smoke, so you get them again. That's why Jet is very popular. That's why Chamber is very popular.
That's why I like Raze, because I can just blast pack away.
No, but with Raze can't commit though.
Yeah, she can.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But it's like Jet dashes back like a little scaredy cat. So does Chamber. They have like commitment issues.
Yeah. Well, I remember when I used to like play really serious with friends. Mice issues.
Oh, mice issues.
Mice issues.
Call an exterminator.
Yeah, I was about to say, where's Tom from Tom and Jerry?
You know, have you heard the theory that they're like actually just best friends, and he has to act like he wants to catch him? So yeah.
Yeah, so you can like stick around or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the best friends though, they do a concerning amount of probably bodily harm to each other. They do beat the crap out of each other actively. Yeah.
Oh no, for sure. And it becomes one of those things where I like cats.
You like cats?
I like cats.
You
I don't
like
know why I
cats?
said that, but I like
You
cats.
just like cats? I'm a dog person.
I'm a human.
Oh.
Oh. Are you?
No, I'm not. I'm a human as well.
Okay.
I'm not a furry.
Are you sure? I mean, not that there's anything wrong with furries, but
I'm not a furry, don't worry.
why would I be worried? Anyway,
Why would you be worried?
Why would I be worried?
I don't know, man. Valorant shooting. I don't know. I used to not play Raze, and then I stopped caring about Valorant. And funnily enough, right when I stopped caring is when I picked Raze, and then I started doing better because I just did not care. I would just blast around the map, and all my friends would be like, "Okay, we're gonna push B long, guys. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be amazing." Oh, there goes Kira. Oh, there goes Kira blasting across the map before ultimate, dying in like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
But it's like if I go down, taking another person on the enemy team with me.
Have you ever killed any of your teammates with your Raze drop?
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. Of
I
course
feel like
I
that's a
have.
rite of passage. That's a Raze main, you know?
Yeah. If your friends like don't slightly hate you as a Raze main, you're not playing Raze right. Yeah. You actually, a lot of my friends also play Raze though. So
you guys are all racist.
Yeah. In that pre-selection, no, we're not. In that pre-selection, when it's like whoever can click Raze the first, and then after the first Raze picks, there's like the 2 very angry people, like, you know, being mad at the other friend for picking Raze, as if we're trying to like have a queue, but nobody respects that queue. It's just who gets it first. So that's why I also play Astra. So nobody picks Astra.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, you have one of these Alienware computers so you can load in fast?
No.
And click race a little bit faster than your teammates?
No, I don't. But I've played in the Alienware lounge or the Alienware towers computer PC tower.
Yes. One of our amazing setups here at the Alienware Underground
Yeah,
Arena.
I actually really like how clicky the keyboards are. The keyboards are nice.
Yeah, I mean they use Cherry MX Red switches, which are amongst the fastest, have the lowest actuation force of like the standard like Cherry MX switches. Because of course there's like different variations of the Cherry MX switches, including the Speed Silvers, which I have a keyboard with those, and then like the black are also like really like popular, but like usually Speed Silvers or like Reds are the go-to for most like FPS players since they have the lowest actuation force and can also like be found in like low profile sound systems, which I mean the keyboards that we have here in the Anywhere Gaming Lounge are equipped to those switches, so
Yeah.
it's very clicky, very responsive more than anything.
No, yeah, I remember like I used to play Siege on those computers and like those nice computers. When I knew we were playing in the arena, I knew it was gonna be a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a good day indeed. Indeed you did.
Oh, we're talking in Simlish now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah.
One thing to know about Team Shrug is that they do have a top 10 player
Wow.
in the server. So like not necessarily just in the university, but like in the server.
That's insane.
Currently a freshman here at UT Austin. Did manage to like win out the Heat tournament and win a 4K OLED Alienware monitor.
Wow.
Valued at like
The one who took my
$1,400 seriously.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And so
Yeah, I remember I was like looking at the teams and I was just like, wow, there's so many people who are so good at this game. Like, oh my.
not your Lightning McQueen Crocs. I know
Not
they're not on
Lightning McQueen
camera,
Crocs.
but
They're
she
not?
has Lightning McQueen Crocs
Yeah, they're
on. It's like
fire. They're
actually
not-
it's actually a flex.
They're not in sport mode though. Hold on. There we go. You know, we're getting serious here. It's the finals.
We are.
Calls for
Yeah.
sport mode, you know?
Of course.
Yeah, not because I'm gonna cheer that. I might fall off at some point.
It's okay. It's okay. You know, I'm using the desk as a leg rest. I don't know if I should be doing that, but it is something that I'm doing.
There's no wires. It'll be fine. We're not hearing a certain productions person in our ear.
it's not like I have them off right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. I don't necessarily even know what to talk about because it's like we don't know what map they're playing it. We don't know if it's gonna be a best of 3. We don't know anything about these teams other than the fact that Team Chill just won at a very close fashion against the Bevo Fan Club.
Yeah, that game was pretty close, and it's crazy to see like how the different games have been playing out today. Because I mean, I don't think this was a game that was broadcasted here, but leading up to the finals, there was a game that went into overtime 20 and 22. At least that's when I saw it. It might have even gone further, which is just insane. Because I know everyone was like ready to move on, and we were still waiting for this one game to go.
Yeah.
And they kept holding on, both of them, and it was a really good game to watch. But yeah.
Where are the current results? Because I do want to see what the scores
Go
between.
to the non-home gaming circuit.
Oh, one gaming server? No,
Yeah.
no.
Not in our Alienware Arena Lounge Discord server, you can learn more information about how to use this
I
beautiful
actually
space.
don't know if I have perms for that, by the way.
It's on my Discord. I can pull it
Yeah.
up. Un momento, por favor. I totally butchered that, sorry.
Skippy Toilet?
We are not saying Roblox Brain Rot. It's on the Valorant stream.
No, I think thankfully now my For You page is healing. There was a time and point where it wasn't even Skippy Toilet. It was like, I think, far worse than that.
Really?
Where it was like these characters of like Spider-Man, Hulk, Iron Man, kind of like each like taking turns kind of like being the villains, and there's like little baby called Hate Me, and he would just scream, hate me. And there's like this one where like a Spider-Man is like on one side of the bridge, and he's trying to get to the other side, and Spider-Man can literally just jump and web swing. You know what he does? He grabs a bunch of other babies, and they make like a platform, and then they like fall from one side of the bridge to the other, and then Spider-Man just walks.
I don't know.
And then afterwards, they just kind of like start doing like the Gangnam Style, and it's like, what did I just watch?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What the heck is your For You page?
I don't
You
know.
built that brick by
I
brick.
literally built it brick by
You
brick.
built that brick
Yes.
by brick. What have you been liking on there?
And then
Mine is just House of Dragon clips like a normal person.
I don't even know how I got into this side of like TikTok and Instagram Reels, like both of them. I'm on like the "you are gonna be pregnant this year" side of TikTok. Like I'm getting like people who are like reading tarot cards. I'm getting people who are like, oh, this is how you're gonna conceive. Oh, you're gonna have like a great natural birth, and it's like, okay, I'm not even a girl. Like, what?
So Valorant.
So Valorant.
What do you think of the new operator? What do you think of the new op?
Vice is fun
Vice is fun.
to play, but not to play against. She feels very, very oppressive. If you know what you're doing. You just like kind of like hide the flash very well, because I think you have to be within 10 meters to be able to see it clearly and then thus break it. Although you spam from far away enough, you can't just like get a lucky break once you kind of like understand where Vice's plays her flash. But the flash very oppressive, very, very useful. And then I don't think the bodies really do much, because like, yeah, they slow you, and then if you move, you do take damage over time. But like realistically, they trigger fairly late. It's only the wall that like really annoys you, because it's like you can't really break it. You just have to wait it out more than anything.
I saw one play actually with the wall for a counter where the person who was countering Vice was playing Sage, and they were coming out of bind, out of lamps and bind towards a alley, and the Vice had placed her wall like on that doorway into the lamps, and so of course you can see the wall, you know where it's gonna pop up. So what the Sage did is they walled off that area, and so the wall went up and it broke the Sage wall, and they swung out and took the Vice by surprise.
So I think that was like a Grim triple.
Probably, I don't know. Yeah, and I was just like, wow, okay. Man. We only have 2 other people in the
Yeah, I mean, we have mice issues, so...
Yeah, that's fair. Well,
and that's the problem when they're not using these Alienware gaming mice, I think.
No, they really need to be using these like really long-lasting and durable like Alienware gaming mice.
They're also ambidextrous, which a lot of like mice don't necessarily offer that as an option.
I know a lot of it is right-hand favored.
Yeah, which...
I know a lot of people who are left-handed and have always struggled with that.
Yeah.
Couldn't be me, but I know
I think the only thing that can make this better is if it was slightly lighter, but for like general MOBAs and like other esports titles, is one of the best mice that I've used myself. Amazing clicks. Like...
It's so silent. Well, it's like decently silent.
Yeah. Pretty silent, but also like satisfying clicks.
Yeah. It's really good for like, you know, say you're in a dorm, got that roommate you don't like, and you don't want to wake them with your gaming. Then you got that.
I'm gonna hop in the range. I'm not necessarily supposed to be doing this, but I want to see how good I am right now.
How do you know I'm not a snitch?
I mean, you could be a snitch. I mean, we're on broadcast. So I don't think it really matters.
I could just snitch on broadcast.
You wouldn't do that to me, would you?
No, I'd never do.
Wait, this guy plays weird. What?
What do you mean this guy plays weird? Whose account is it?
This is...
What's their pins?
I think this is Bennett's account, actually.
Oh, Bennett's account?
Yeah.
It shows Phoenix?
Yeah.
Fair enough, have a great day. Okay. Okay. Man, Alienware laptop. Look, those graphics are really nice.
They can't even see this, though.
I know they can't see it. You gotta take my word for it. It's really nice. Nice big OLED screen. I think it's like OLED.
It's either OLED or mini LED.
Yeah.
But I think this one's rocking a 240 hertz display with a 1440p, which is like actually just beautiful.
That's nice.
What's not nice is that I'm missing all of my shots, so I'm gonna act like I didn't actually hop on here, and then
I witnessed all of that.
Yeah, but it's not my computer, so I can't really uninstall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I wish we had more Red Bull. I only got to drink one today.
You only got to drink one?
Yeah, which I think one is healthy, two is like pushing you through. It's like, you kind of watch out, but I mean, when Red Bull tastes this good and if it makes you feel this good, I think it's just hard not to want to drink anymore.
You know, I'm not a big energy drink person because I really don't like carbonated stuff, but I tried Red Bull for the first time today and actually it was pretty good.
Yeah. What you can do is you can open up the Red Bull and then just like not touch for a day, and then it's not gonna be carbonated
Well,
anymore.
it wasn't even like that much carbonated, like, which was nice because like I like with Monster's not bad, but I just don't like it. But like with other energy drinks, you just open it up and it just reminds me of sparkling water, which to me is just spicy water.
I love sparkling water. I love sparkling water. I have a what's it called?
Spicy.
I have a what's it called? A soda stream, which you know it just makes everything sparkling. And I'm a whore for club soda.
I don't think we can say that word on the podcast.
I mean, I am a fiend.
Yeah, you're gonna hear a little static in your ear in a second. Wow. Can't believe this guy. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Not again. It's okay.
Yeah, that would be funny. Just the whole casting, we just do fake New York accents. They're just really
Get
bad.
out of here.
Well, I'm walking down
I'm
Beelong.
walking.
I'm
I
walking
literally
here.
cannot make it do
I can only do I'm walking
I'm
here.
walking
I can't.
here.
I'm walking here. I'm a disappointment to my mother because she's from Jersey. She can do a really good accent. I can't.
Can she fill up her gas tank on her own?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she can do it on her own.
Because I know, like, in Jersey,
Yeah,
they have people who do
They
it
have
for
people
you.
who fill your gas. I know. That was such a big culture shock when I went to Jersey the first time to like visit family. I was like, oh, we're getting gas. Like okay, like who's hopping out of the car? And then they just stay there. Some guy's like, what gas you want? I'm just like, huh? Who are you? And like that's when I learned. Well, like no, like I don't know. I was just so confused. But then I realized I was like, I guess that's a thing here.
Yeah.
Like I've never seen that before. That's
mean-
that's like how we have horizontal stoplights here. Like
Is that like not?
no, it's vertical
What?
other places. I think it's because of tropical storms. They put them horizontally, so they're like more stable on the post. But like on other places, they're vertical, which is weird.
That's
I never
just
knew that.
weird,
Yeah.
yeah.
So like whenever I play GeoGuessr, I know it's like the south or like the coast if I see horizontal stoplights.
How good are you at GeoGuessr?
When it's Texas, I'm pretty good. I've before looked at grass and went, that's Texas, and it ended up being 15 minutes from
Wait,
my
but
house.
you're a gamer. How do you know what grass looks like?
hey, they have grass in The Sims 4, so that's
They
how I
do?
know.
Okay.
Or on a house flipper. Yeah, that's how I know what grass looks like. Well, it looks like the lobby is full
Yeah,
here.
looks like the lobby is full. Let's
Yeah.
look at. Oh, players actually only. I think we might be ready to go. Let's see. Do you ever just want to like? Never mind.
See a plastic the bag blowing in the wind.
You got it out. You got it
Ever
out.
feel like the plastic bag. That might be copyrighted. Damn. They're gonna pull us aside and be like, you two are never casting again. we got emails.
No, I was gonna say like. Never mind.
Oh,
Okay, we're gonna be loading into
wait.
Vine.
I think, although in the chat they were saying Abyss, so I think that's the wrong map. So we might have to reload.
Resetting.
Yeah, they are resetting. Yeah, although I do like Bind a lot. Bind is one of my favorite maps.
Vine is so boring. I feel like it's very snowbally.
That's very, like, it is very repetitive, but I'm a big person for, like, aesthetic when it comes to maps. Like,
Then why not Sunset?
Sunset is very pretty, but
Sunset is beautiful.
Sunset is annoying. Well,
It's
like,
just bad.
yeah, I also haven't really played a lot on Sunset because they added Sunset. I stopped playing because I was so burnt out right before they added Lotus. So it's been a while. I've played Lotus a bit. Lotus, it's interesting. But Sunset I've only really played like twice and I don't remember it that well. It is very beautiful though.
Yeah.
It's a very beautiful map.
All right, we're gonna be resetting the lobby slowly, so please excuse our delay.
It looks like all our issues are solved though with the mice.
Yeah.
Looks like they got them some Alienware mice finally.
Of course,
so
of
now we're
course.
gonna be loading in and hopefully watching our finals play out live.
Do you know what the prize pool is? I'm actually
I
not
don't
aware.
think there is one.
There's not a prize pool.
No, it was the free canes. It was the prize.
Oh, true. All right, we're gonna be slowly
Of course, it's
disconnecting. I think they do need to leave as well as a spectator before they can really do anything else. But yeah. Actually, do you know if Bennett's gonna be coming in? Because I think you do have to
I
leave
do
fairly
gotta-
soon.
I gotta go soon. Yeah.
Wait, what time is it?
It's 6:42.
Wait, we're not early. We're late.
Yeah, we are
What?
not early.
Okay. I was so confused.
Never mind. We're like every single other
Yeah, okay,
broadcast.
'cause
We're
it-
hours late.
Yes, this has the wrong time. That's why I was so confused.
They did shift the time up because we did end up getting our canes here earlier because we had canes help provide food for all our players, which was
Yeah.
really lovely. And we were able to get that here a lot earlier than we thought because we thought I-35 was gonna be way worse,
Yes.
and it wasn't, and it was really
Oh wait,
easy.
we had to drive a little bit further for King.
Yeah, because the closest canes is helping with the game today. They're really
Oh, okay,
busy with the UT game today, so they pushed it along to another canes nearby. So we went and got it.
Makes sense.
It was quite the adventure. It really was.
You joined Isaac to go pick that up? Or?
Yeah, it was Isaac, Julian, and I. So
Okay.
Isaac, Julian, and I were all cramped in the little Honda going to get canes, and then, you know, we loaded up the trunk. We got a photo of all the canes in the trunk, and then
Nice.
we're like, we got the goods. I can show you the photo I took.
All right, we're going to be loading into the proper game now. Abyss has been selected. Abyss is going to be the one that is going to be done. And finally, some spicier comms. We're going to be seeing Yoru picked on both sides. Clove and Omen for the double smokes on the attackers. And welcome. As we're getting ready to get started.
Man, someone who knows what they actually are talking about is... Oh, same. I don't play Valorant.
League of Legends, arguably a worse game though. Whoa, we're gonna be...
True.
Okay, but what if you shower 365 times in one day so you don't have to shower for the rest of the year, you know? Min-max it?
Min-max it. So if
Yeah.
I shower for like an entire day, that's like 24 hours, right?
Yeah.
So 24 hours divided by how many hours do you shower per day? Like not even 1 hour.
It's not even 1 hour, yeah.
That's crazy. Technically, I can cover myself for 48 days by showering for 24 hours straight.
Exactly.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah.
Wow, that's actually so ingenuitive.
And I mean that way you're just clean forever because you don't get dirty after you shower.
Yeah, true.
Wait, they're starting off with a knife round.
Ooh, content round. High technical ability coming out from our Yoru here, clearly with the superior weaponry. Unfortunately dies, leaving only 2 members of the red team still alive. That is crazy. Raze and Cypher, 2 unlikely survivors of that RNG duel.
Yeah, and when you pay attention, it's gonna be Yoru, who's our current, I think, highest ranked player in the lobby. Already losing 1 round, but should be no problem as they are gonna be starting on the defense. They can stack a site and then just hope and pray that they're getting pushed, and then just try to like win purely based off numbers.
Right. Our attackers are looking to, with full buys currently, or not quite full buys, but at least superior weaponry. 2 Vandals on their team.
4 rifles, 3 Vandals.
Yes, insane amounts of gear against, frankly, inferior arms on the side of the defending team. So Sage looking to play it a little close, hoping to maybe cheese out a kill or 2 on top of her wall. However, has to drop through the smoke. The
And talk about
attackers realizing-
cheese. What's your favorite kind of cheese?
My favorite type of cheese?
Yes.
I am lactose intolerant.
You're but you can still enjoy cheese, no?
No, I can't
You
because
can't?
cheese makes me shit violently, so I'm not allowed to.
What about
enjoy cheese.
lactate? Have you tried using lactate?
Lactate?
Yeah.
No, actually, I have not.
Really?
Because my lactose intolerance has been like a recent development.
Oh.
Like in the last few years of my life. When I was young, I just didn't like cheese.
Okay,
But
makes
now
sense.
my stomach viscerally does not like cheese, so I get
No, I
digestive
hate it.
issues when I eat it.
That's actually terrible.
So I've never liked cheese. I guess if I had to choose one, the American.
Fisher
American
finding a
cheese.
headshot with the sheriff here.
Yes, you're a clone.
Shorty
Unfortunately, we're
gets
in
through.
two-
The Shorty finds a kill. The Shorty gets traded, and it's gonna be Blue Streak going down. It's Cloud.
Oh my goodness.
Finding a wall bang, but it's a
an
2-on-2.
even fight. It's an even fight. However, our defenders are arriving late, so the attackers will be able to plant without much difficulty. The question is, will they be able to keep it, knowing that the Yoru is top? Hides behind a box. The close.
There's Todd finds the headshot, and it's gonna be a thrifty round for the defenders.
Incredible
Picking up
round.
a Vandal as well.
Clearly, they chose the superior gunman to play the duelist on the side of the defenders.
Ooh, a little bit of BM. Love to see it actually. Gets both of the teams riled up. hoping
Very,
that they,
very spicy.
yeah, very spicy.
Wow, incredible.
Yeah, have you gone to Madam Mams ever?
Madam Mams?
Yes.
Ooh, I have. It's the one on 26.
It's 126, yes.
Do you like Madam Mams?
I love Madam Mams.
You love Madam
but
Mams?
I was gonna ask, you're talking about spicy. What level of spice do you get when you get pad thai?
I get coward level spice.
Whoa.
Negligible amount of spice.
Whoa.
Every Thai place I go, I always make sure to get the lowest amount of spice.
Really?
Yes, because in my opinion, spice should not be the dominating flavor in your meal.
Oh no, of course. I feel like it should add it. Like you should feel the spice.
But frankly, I feel like if you get any more than that amount of spice in Thai food, the spiciness becomes the dominant feature of the entree.
oh no, for sure. I think I go for the level 3.
Level 3.
Yeah, level 3, which is like a comfortable amount of spice for me, where I like definitely do feel it, but it's like so enjoyable. Yoru
Speaking of
getting taken down by
spicy,
Yoru.
some spicy head taps coming out from our Yoru. Subsequent TP to go back to a site. Quick rotation, making it so that the attackers have to constantly guess his next move.
Yeah, being healed by the Sage here.
Believing that the opponents are going to be towards A site, however, not quite so. Towards mid.
He's back in the exact spot he was before.
Gojo Mushroom, unable to find any picks from that distance.
Have you seen
Perhaps he should
Jujutsu
stick to
Kaisen?
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah.
Ooh. I have seen it, but I have not read it.
Okay. I mean, because Gojo is a very, very dominant figure within Jujutsu Kaisen.
Incredibly so. And incredibly so within popular media as well, right?
Yeah, I think
The weebs really do run the media nowadays.
of course something that was unheard of years ago.
Incredible.
Yeah, I think normalization of anime has.
Speaking of interesting things happening, though, within our media, how about interesting things happening within our game? We've been watching this Yoru, however, a lot of action has been happening on site. Lance is going down. Only one more defender remains.
Opts to go for the ultimate a little bit earlier on, even though Icefy is fairly low.
Strange move coming out from Yoru, but it might just work. Breaking the brain of the Omen a little. However, Omen is looking within the correct general vicinity, although not entirely sure where he is. 1 HP, any amount of damage will do it, and one bullet to the body. Or the head,
One
rather.
bullet to the head and one bullet to finish the round. 4 kills to Yoru's name.
Incredible aim coming out from this Yoru once again. First shown in that sheriff round, and now shown once again. 6-1 our Yoru is on the defender side.
6-1 and also a little bit BM, seeing what Dragon is doing here. As Dragon is the other Yoru player, and they did happen to lose the first gunfight at the start of the round. Yoru kind of like taking over the game, not afraid to use his ult, since I think he believes he's going to be able to get it back almost immediately, possibly within the next 2 rounds, going for these very aggressive off angles, kind of like not respecting any of his enemies, just because, I mean, he is the highest rank that we've had thus far.
Yes, for sure. Incredible amounts of main character energy coming out from this guy. Last time he was playing with us, he was playing in a tank top. This time he's wearing real clothes. Isn't that an incredible amount of character development?
Yeah, and I think that's what happens when you get a when you get a 4K OLED monitor. Your life just kind of gets better, no?
Right, yeah. Courtesy of Alienware, by the way.
Timing. Blue streak kills the
Taken
Yoru,
out.
putting them in an avian footing now.
Blue
5v4.
streak, ending the streak of the blue man.
And keep noted that Clove was pretty much AFK that whole
If possible,
time.
could we get our cam to watch what's happening on B site,
yep,
where
yep.
the plant has been down? That would be great. I should be watching the top camera, not the bottom
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
totally my fault.
It's completely
Pulling
okay,
that.
but it's gonna be. Both should be synchronized now. Fisher, Dragon now on the board.
Yes. Both sites not really playing on the site. Defenders trying to get in, but attackers all playing from one angle. Bomb is currently down, however, there's nobody on site to defend it. Let's hope that this one tiny angle covered by a smoke now will be enough.
They're gonna be going for the spam. Gonna be waiting for
That
support.
dragon. The Udra Mushroom takes out Cloud, and Fisher takes out Meat Bread.
Ooh,
And
but
finally,
they can't stop Diffuse. Fisher
Wow.
finds 4th out of nowhere.
4K from the Omen of all players. It's the Smokes, the individual who should be supporting his teammates with utility of all things, goes ahead and says, I'll take it into my own hands.
Yeah, and I think that's what you should be doing when one of your team players is staking the bomb. You already thrown in your smokes down. All you can really do is hope and swing and try to be a distraction to take over the game, take over the round. And at the end of the day, it ended up working out, not only by winning them the round, but also giving him 4 kills.
Wow, incredible. It's not looking good for the attackers in this early game, as we see a 3-1 scoreline coming out for the defenders.
Yeah, and it becomes slightly more dire when you understand that this map is slightly attacker-oriented, and they do have double duelist, which usually tends to favor the attack rather than the defense.
Now we see the attacking side. The attackers leaning towards the A site, where there are only 2 defenders. However, 1 Gecko and 1 Jet quickly rotating over, hearing a lot of attention coming from the attacking side of the A site. Yoru walks out. JK, that wasn't the real Yoru. Sage takes a precarious look from the top ledges, unable to find anything. Finds 1 kill. However,
Yeah, and the attackers have numbers advantage yet again. Yeah, but Yoru finds 3 on the back end, finding the 4th, putting them on the board, and it's his back-to-back 4Ks that seem to be driving the defenders to win.
Jet, quite the airbender, however, couldn't fly out of that predicament and jumped straight off the mat, putting short end to their life.
Yeah, putting them slightly closer to that ult point. Currently sitting at 5 and 8.
If we take a
the
look at the
ults.
scoreboard, things have only gotten better for the defenders. 10-2 on the Yoru and 7-4 on the Omen. Incredible leads coming out from our players on the defending side. A 7-4 blue streak desperately tries to bring their team out of the quagmire of their current situation. Do you think they'll be able to do it?
I think,
Giggity,
I
giggity.
think he will.
Wow.
Blue Streak has already sat down the Euro a couple of times, so I think it just comes down to Dragon and what he is able to do. Dragon stepping up to the plate, Dragon being the one who leads the charge.
Yes.
As previous game, Dragon on the Reyna, Dragon on the Duelist has shown very dominating first bloods, very dominating first kills, and until then, his team is just on the back end, kind of like playing 4v5.
However, Dragon very certainly currently must be having a identity crisis of sorts, right? Seeing the enemy Yoru being so dominant, wondering how can I ever match up to that level of prowess, that level of aura, straight up. Do you think he'll be able to make it back by the end of the game? Maybe contribute to his team a little more than he currently is.
I think he needs to win a gunfight with Yoru first. As soon as he takes out the enemy Yoru, I think he's going to turn on, he's going to turn up, and he's going to be able to like take over the game, be it slowly or just all at once.
Wow. Our Sage opting once again to play for the close angle. The Sage has been playing very aggressively, blocking the main chokehold that leads into A site, not letting the attackers get through over her dead body. Yoru this time also deciding to play a little more aggressively, immediately getting tagged by the camera, however, gets noticed, quickly makes an escape into the room, which broken the temporary wall. Our defenders find themselves, our attackers find themselves in a default, 2 kills down, 3 kills down onto Gojo Mushroom, now making it a 5v1, as
Shorty
only a
comes
single
out.
Clove lives on the
Yeah.
attacking side. Blue Banna Bread, finding himself in quite the predicament, low in weaponry and friends.
Yeah, and as Yoru, when you have the ultimate, it's always good to have like a pocket shorty, knowing that when you come out, very easy to equip, you can be very close, catch a really good timing. And when you're just shooting 15 pellets at the enemy, it doesn't matter how close you are, you just kind of like pow pow and get them down their throat.
Right, yeah. And Yoru finding himself close to his first milli, currently at $7,000, almost capped. His team is very rich. In contrast, the opposing team, the attacking side, find themselves in quite the opposite economic distress, right? They currently can still afford almost a full buy. However, if they lose this round, it's not going to be looking hot for them. 5-1 currently. Hopefully it doesn't become 6-1 and instead becomes 5-2.
Yoru going for an aggressive peek, unaware that there's no one on A. It's going to be a full B execute with Yoru going in, Yoru going with the flash, decides to take the TP promptly.
Yoru
and
definitely
set completely free.
Yoru, definitely a gambler, opts to play with a high volatility playstyle, making tireless plays, however, also finding the payoff in that they can now plant on site. However, enemies going down, one traded back, currently still even, never mind, 4-3, in favor of the defending side. Once again traded back 3 against 2.
Equalizer and Yoru
Trade
finding the
upon
third,
trade
turning
upon
12.
trades, except the equalizer is balanced. The balance is broken. My apologies.
I mean, Yoru completely taking over this game, 15-2.
Right. That
Last
round was
6
looking
rounds.
decent for the attackers until it wasn't. The Yoru came over, got 1 kill. His kills got traded back briefly, but they just couldn't maintain the momentum as the attacking side found themselves overwhelmed and once again taken by the hail of bullets.
Yeah, and a little bit of disrespect happening as they decide to like
Showing off
essentially-
their economic prowess
Yeah.
by repeatedly killing themselves, showing that we can buy ourselves back, but the question is, can you? Dragon now having to play with a Stinger, knowing that he himself cannot offer as much damage to the team as the other members can, and instead opting to sacrifice his DPS in favor of allowing the rest of his team to full buy. Or not quite full buy. A couple of his teammates not having body armor.
Yeah, round starting slightly slower. Jet finding first contact here with the operator falling back, but damage has been done. Blue Banna having to be limited to the smoke range that she does have now.
Right. Looking at the scoreboard, you might wonder, did they really even need an operator? Right? They're already commanding such a dominant lead. Do they really need to pull out the skill cannon? However, Gojo Mushroom says, I can't let my KDA fall behind. Brings it to a positive 6-5. But Yoru is here, 15-3, and he's trolling, running it down, looking for some opponents. Blood in the water. Quickly gets destroyed by Blue Streak.
Too.
Once again, Blue Streak killing the Yoru, equalizing the fight for the team, and now putting them at a one-man advantage. 3 against 2. The attackers finally find themselves in an advantageous position for once. However, it is kind of 4 rounds late, as currently the scoreboard is 6-1. Very difficult for them to come back. However, if they can win this right round, perhaps they will be able to stand a chance in the next one.
see someone in heaven. It's gonna be Fisher finding one. Currently in mid side, looking for the second. Fisher finds the third.
Ooh.
And it's gonna be a 1v4 to
Fisher.
close out the round.
Incredible shots coming out of Fisher, taking the round back from the jaws of defeat, bringing it to a 7-1.
Yeah, it just seems like even if Yoru is going down, Fisher's just right there to pick it back up.
Kind of feels like it's just hopeless, right? 7-1. If you're the attacking side at this point, what do you do? What options do you
there
have?
really isn't much to do. You have to be flashing every angle now. That
Right.
you understand that there is an operator there, and you only really have one true flash, and that's the Yoru.
Right, right. Unfortunately, the Yoru on the defending side is in their heads, right? He's going around the map, going everywhere, always finding himself in the middle of trouble, and always managing to come out unscathed, and with a couple of kills, always managing to profit, right?
Right now, coming out, and Dragon finally finding his revenge. Finally,
Getting a little silly with it, Yoru is. And Dragon, killing off his counterpart, find themselves at a 5v4. Now, if they can effectively execute on this round, they have a man advantage. Logically, they should be able to go in and trade each other
Yeah.
out, right? Finally win a round, perhaps. Make it 7-2.
no, and this might be what they needed. This might be the momentum swing that Dragon needed to stay on the board, to stay in the game, and to mentally overtake the enemy Yoru. But only
Right.
time will tell, as they do have a numbers advantage for now. 1 minute on the board, looking to re-hit onto A, where the Sage and Omen are breaking down the wall.
Just as the
slightly
Sage looks to
precarious, slightly
leave,
dangerous.
here's the Clove axing away at the wall, implying that there might be a hit coming towards A.
Yeah, but for now, they're still working towards mid, not necessarily sure of where to go, trying to find more information, trying to find a kill, trying to find a gunfight before really committing for anything. But they're running out of time, they're running out of options, they're running out of space. 30 seconds on the clock.
They have to go. They decide A is the spot. As we find quick rotation coming out from Jet. However, 2
Sage
kills
gets 2.
immediately come from Sage. Sage is still on side looking for a third. Ego, however, the ego was too big, inflated, quickly deflated. Dragon ults to escape and looks for potentially any advantage he can get. Notices where all of the enemy team members are.
Does not find the Jet, but Jet's completely
Oh my
unaware.
god, Jet does not know. And the Omen does, however, getting the kill. And the Jet instead opting to clear the foreground of the battlefront.
Yeah, and that just comes down to like not having enough time, not having a plan on to where to push after taking
Right.
down the Yoru.
The attacking team just looked so uncertain for the entirety of that fight, right? Or rather, not even before the fight, but the entirety of that round. After they got the Yoru, they said, okay, well, we killed the Yoru now. Our first problem is gone, but now what? Where do we go, right? And they were so in their heads, they were so afraid that they were unable to coordinatedly execute upon a site, instead opting to kind of stumble into Kowalski, the Sage right here, is crosshairs, giving him 3 kills before finally getting traded out.
Yeah, and they definitely could have just committed to one of the sites. They did manage to get the Yoru down, and they had 5 members. Even if there is a couple of people there, you are going to have the numbers advantage.
Right.
The time just was not in your favor towards the end.
Sage feeling a little cocky, knowing that they're now 8-1, finding that their opponents can't seem to pull the round together. Instead, opts for a Grim Wall rather than one that will actually bring them any amount of value.
But, I mean, this is what I like to see. Play a little bit more disrespectful when you do have the lead. Kind of like learn to limit test. So you
Right.
not only get into your opponent's heads, but you also get a little bit better. Try to see what you can do. Nade Raze goes awry, ends up like going off the map, but it's going to be Blue Banana Bread, finding Sage, finding another one, and going for 2, aggressing into heaven, looking for the third, unaware of where they are. Reloads here, giving away her position, finding the 4th. Wow.
And guns
Almost
them
a
down.
fifth.
Incredible. However, Blue Streak saying, I'm still here, I am alive, goes in, nabs his teammate's ace, and makes a statement.
Yeah, but when you have to do this to win a round, it's something that you necessarily can't be relying on, because 4Ks are not something that happen every round.
Right.
Like, yes, we've seen a couple of them, but it's more of like a one-off kind of thing. And if you're on the back end of this whole situation, try to rely on more on strategy, more on playing with the numbers, than hoping that someone in your team just pops off and gets a 4K.
Right, and as we look at the scoreboard, currently we find that our bottom 2 members, Dragon and Icefire, our 3 bottom members, are 4-8, 3-9, and 2-9 respectively, hoping to see a little more out of them. Hopefully they can close their KDA. However, aggressive plays coming out from the defending team, knowing that they can change the momentum by changing the rhythm in which they play, and getting the better of that trade. 3 against 2 now, 1 member advantage for the defending team.
Yeah, and Fisher looking to hold the fight, even hold the angle. Dragon getting an off kill.
Ooh, however, gets traded back.
One to 2v1 with the Dragon. Getting pinched, getting slowly caught behind.
Can the Dragon best his counterpart? Nope, Yoru catches him out, rotating out of line.
Yeah, but
smites
there's
him.
not much you can really do there. You're getting pinched, you're getting pincered.
Right.
You're getting caught from both angles. You either have to swing very fast and try to attain the bomb or hold for the other person, but you don't know the timing. You don't know where they exactly are or may be coming from. All you know is that your teammate has died mid.
I just noticed, why are we speaking so quietly?
Are we speaking very quietly?
We're speaking very demurely.
Okay.
Very mindfully.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
more of an ASMR kind of like broadcast that we are doing here.
ASMR
But
stream for our
yeah.
grand finals.
I mean, we can definitely get hype if that's what we need to be doing, but I don't think we need to be doing that, do we?
Depends on you. Depends if the fight can. It depends if this. Depends if this game can get any more hype. Thank you very much, producer. I am very demure.
Very mindful. Well, it's not so much with Yoru going out, getting blinded, getting killed, getting dragged on the board yet again.
Getting a little cocky, our Euro is. But the question is it deserved? Is it deservedly so?
And it appears to be as Dragon finds a second, currently having the highest number advantage that they have ever really had at the start of the round.
Dragon says, "It is my time." Whips up the block. However, quickly gets traded back by the Sage. It was not, in fact, his time. He was
It
not
was his
the
time
main
to die
character.
apparently, and it seems that the caster curse has happened yet again in Isify.
Falling to his death, proving that shadows do take fall damage.
And now,
Currently, we are
Number
at
advantage
4v3 number
completely
advantage for the right number advantage. Ooh, however, quickly gets turned around 3v2 and 3v1, and the Jet finds himself in a very poor position on a tiny ledge, unable to escape from the clutches.
yeah, but they ran
Of
out
the
of time.
attacking
They defused the bomb, so it didn't really matter.
Right. Those kills in the end didn't matter for the round; they only mattered for the KDA, right?
Yeah.
And that's like a
Not
scoreboard.
necessarily sure where everything went wrong. They did happen to have the site. They had the numbers. They had everything, and then Omen just fell off the map.
Incredible.
Very
Omen
incredible,
decided,
actually.
I no longer want to play this game.
And I do believe Omen took the spike, teleported A, planted there, and then there was no one there to defend the spike.
Wow.
And so
Would have been a really good play
it would have been an amazing play had he not died.
if not for a critical misplay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the plan was great until it wasn't. You know.
Feels like we're looping now as the attacking side once again finds themselves stacked towards A.
Oh,
However,
there-
the defending side significantly more lax. Not nearly as concerned about the attackers. Yoru using his classic to take out the opposition. Dragon finding himself whipped into shape.
Kojo Mushroom finding out the kill as well, and it looks like we might be reaching the end stages of this game, as there's only 2 players left alive for the defenders. One more Omen on his last stand, 2 to 11.
Our new
Teams
attackers.
being pushed by 2 sides, and Gojo Mushroom finding the third, putting them at 11 to 12.
Right. Our new attackers proving that they can do more than just defense. They can also offense. Going in, swiftly taking out the opposition with minimal casualties. And whipping out the superior weaponry. As we see a couple of rifles and a couple of Deegs.
Yes, and the defenders are forced to force here. I mean, if they lose this round, they're put at 12. They're put in the back end of the situation, and you never want to be playing against 12.
The
Zero
morale
12.
probably couldn't be any lower than this, but they have to go up. There is no other option.
Maybe if our energy comes up, so will their morale. This
Perhaps.
is looking to be one of the most exciting comebacks in LG esports history, as Yoru is pushing in. He does manage to find the blind, finds the kill. Or Clone actually has only 1 flash, 1 teleport to his name, has to pick up the upgrade here if he wants any chance to do anything else. The reswing is there, but the bullets don't find the target. Jet is here to close out the round. Jet is clear to kill, and Jet falls down to Isify. Isify in a 1v2.
A man in a
Isify
dream. A
picking
shadow in a
up
dream.
his gun here, but there's not really much that can be done. Time is running out.
Whew. The plant is down. However, the defender is not on site, and he falls to the rifle with only inferior weaponry. 12 to 2. Very, very, very momentous game coming out from our current attackers. It's not looking good this game, but hopefully next game will be a little better, as I, the commentator, have given up in our...
Is this a best of 3?
I hope it's a best of 3,
If it's
but
not,
it might not be.
it might
because
not
we are
be.
already late within the broadcast. I'm hoping for a best of 3 because I want to see more out of what Dragon can do. Dragon and his team. I'm hoping that they can make a comeback. Hoping they can do something to turn the tides against our current attacking team. However, this game is not it, fam.
You know what is it?
What is it?
The Alienware Esports Lounge. I think it's one of the best places here on campus where you can play, where you can game, and where you can explode onto site just like the attackers are doing so. Dragon finds the kill, Gojo Mushroom, Trade out Blue Streak, Dragon going down as well. And the
4v3.
numbers advantage they once had is completely gone now. 4 versus 3 as the defenders take over the site, take aggressive angles. Blue Banana Bread finding the first 3v3. The flash is there, the swing is not.
Noticing that it's a Yoru who's in play, gets incredibly scared, fears for their life, moves out the angle. However, Yoru quickly falling. Now Blue Banana Bread pushes like a duelist, dies like a duelist.
Oh, 1v1. Cloud finds the kill. Cloud finds the third. And they're still gasping for breath.
Survival.
Survival.
Survival at last. But the question is this the start of a new trend? Or is this simply an exception to the rule? We'll find out in the next round. If we look at our buys currently, inferior buys coming out from our attacking team, quite low within the budgetary department. Meanwhile, nearly full builds coming out from our defense. They're in fact, they have more DPS, they have the superior weaponry. The question is, do they have the superior gunsmanship and teamwork to be able to take this round and secure it despite their economic advantage?
I don't know. I unironically think that if this is a best of 3, you just sack the next 2 rounds.
Sack the next few rounds.
You sack the next round, start talking to Strat about the next game. Oh, just like that. Wow.
4 members of the attacking team quickly take themselves out as Yoru follows suit.
I think this is the G2 strategy as it was seen at some point.
Wow.
They lost the pistol and they just like jumped off the map, denying the enemy team
Any amount of
money.
gold, right?
Yeah.
Any ult points, any gold, no
Exactly.
resources at all to go into the next game with. Instead opting for an honorable, glorious death.
The death by their own terms,
Right.
as some may say.
They say that you cannot choose the way in which a man can live, but the man can choose the way in which he wishes to die. And that is exactly what the attacking team has chosen to do, opting to now play the more favorable round with more favorable weaponry. Stacking towards A site, wanting to show the defenders how it's done. The defenders previously having pushed into A site repeatedly to no avail. However, this time, finding themselves on the opposite end. Yoru running it down mid. Wrong game, unfortunately. It's not a Yasuo, that's Yoru. 2 kills, 3 kills, quickly going down for the defending side. Wow.
And
Despite
it's
this-
like a completely different look as they jump out of the smoke. Fisher finds 2, but are immediately traded out by Icify.
Incredible gameplay coming out from our defending team. It's almost like they're different people. What has happened? What has changed with them, you think? Perhaps the momentum has changed. Perhaps it is the start of a new age. Perhaps our attacking team is no longer.
And it's this hope that can be so poisonous.
Right.
It's this hope that lets you believe you can win. And I do hope that they win.
Yeah.
But if the hope ends up failing them, it's going to be devastating.
Quick A/B test coming out from our attacking side saying A didn't work last round, let's go B this time. 4 stacked towards B. However, 1 lonely Yoru towards mid, looking to find kills, looking to deathmatch a little bit. Knowing that there will be someone here, the Clove it seems.
So we kind of
Clove
slows
backing
down.
up, seeing that it's the Yoru that is approaching her. A
Do
little
you think
scared.
it's better to switch between A and B? Or
alt-
commit to a site?
It really
Because it goes
depends on the conditioning that you have brought towards your team. However, speaking of conditioning, one team has been brought into unample conditions. 3 members on the side of defenders. Numbers advantage for the attackers. 1 individual
advantage.
more.
But if Blue Banana Bread finds the 4th, or finds the kill here just like they have done, they can equalize the numbers advantage. They can rest. They can get themselves back up, putting them at a slight numbers advantage. But it's now a 2v2 or 1v2. Blue Banana Bread,
And
very low. Finds
Must
the
kill
kill.
one. Resurrects. Now a 1v1 between Clove and Gecko.
Has to find the Gecko though.
However, Gecko having the ult says, I will cheat. And I will take you out.
And
It is the
this
end
might
of a
be the
game.
game deciding play. This is going to be a knife.
Yes.
A 3K. Putting them 13 and 5.
Incredible game coming out for our red team, our current attackers, right? Almost positive scores for almost all the members of the team, if not all of them. Alternatively, our other side finding themselves at comparatively less of an advantage. If we look at the scoreboard here, we'll find that the red team, best score line coming out from Blue Banana Bread, 267 average combat score, 18-18, even score.
Yeah.
And every other member of their team falling a little short, not having positive KDAs even, unable to secure enough rounds, losing 13-5.
I mean, yeah, but when you look at the First Bloods, we see that the winning team had a total of 12 First Bloods. 12 out of 13 rounds.
Wow.
Mm.
That
The
says
round
something.
conversion says something, yes.
Yeah.
These
The
first
numbers don't
engagements, these
lie.
First Bloods
The numbers
are
don't
what
lie.
really matters. And I mean, it looks like everyone is leaving, so it might just be the case that it was only a best of one. And
Wow.
it seems like a Radiant player has won yet again.
Right. It seems that our game is over and the Radiant has won. The question is, will this be the start of something new? Will this be the start of an underdog story for all of the underdogs that are not Radiant? Currently, we only have one in our club, our LG Valorant club. However, we have a number of Immortals clawing their way up the ladder. Will these Immortals be able to improve themselves, go on a training arc perhaps, and come back as better people, better specimens, better shooters, and better gamers?
All right, and that has been it for today's broadcast. Thank you for tuning into the Longhorn Gaming Bevo Cup here at the Alienware Esports Arena.
Unfortunately, we will not be doing any post-game interviews for this time. We've already done a number of them. They will be posted as content soon within our LG social media channels. Make sure to follow our Instagram, our YouTube, and join our Discord if you are a student who is not currently within LG Valorant.
Of course.
Is there any other notifications that I missed? Oh, right. All of this happened today on the premises of Alienware Longhorn Esports Gaming Arena and Lounge. Gaming equipment at the University of Texas of Austin. Affordable rates. Please come down, meet some of your fellow gamers. Thank you very much.
Semester pass is $55.
Right.
$50 if you are a member for
Right.
Longhorn Gaming. So make sure to check it out. Very good computers. And I think that's all.
Yeah. Well, with that, this has been Longhorn Gaming, Bevo Cup. We are now signing off. Thank you very much.
And hope you guys have a great night.